Hi, Dan Cathy here, and what a joy it is to welcome Leadership Max and our dear friend Lindsay Woody, and to host you folks to come and visit and be inspired by Trilith. As I think about the history of this place, I think about all of the remarkable places that I visited over my time that really were part of the whole infrastructure of development in the back of our mind as we thought about, what it would be to not only build the studios, which was came as a result of an empty warehouse we had here at Falcon Field, dropped it at Diva, used that pilot and became very successful. We had the tax credit that was embraced by our state legislature, and a conversation that I had with Pinewood Studios, and then the rest is history. It began to roll from there. But I would say, really, the genesis as it relates to community building and design, it's referred to as the new urbanist design, really goes all the way back to when Chick-fil-A was expanding in shopping malls. Little did I realize that as I was young in my career, that had no idea that God was preparing me walking down million square foot shopping malls, not only here in Atlanta, but across the country, to have and be able to develop a developmental mindset of how retail could be integrated into residential, commercial space, industrial space, the remarkable amount of cooperation that it takes between the public sector, elected officials, along with the private sector, all the zoning provisions and things that have to all work together in order to have complicated big projects that create vitality and relevance for communities. And I'll just kind of give us a challenge from here. The big challenge all of us face in communities and in businesses is staying relevant for the rapidly changing world around us. I'm very inspired by the words of Jack Welch, who was the legendary chairman of General Electric. And he said that when the rate of external change exceeds the rate of internal change, disaster is imminent. In other words, that little delta difference between the external change that's going on and it's being accelerated by things like artificial intelligence is certainly here of late the most dramatic accelerator of change. And the change that we may have been going on, in our personal lives, our leadership skills, collectively as an organization or collectively as a town, if we're not changing as rapidly as that external environment, then there's a little bit of obsolescence. So the challenge for us is to continuously and perpetually evolve and reshape ourselves, our lives, our skill sets, so that we can be the leaders that we need to be for the sake of the next generation. So welcome to Trilith. I hope this is going to be an inspiring time for you.